Evening, everybody. So this is the last round of the Nations Cup. I kept missing the Wednesday races, so I could only get the Saturday races. There it was, P5, not too bad. They went back to the grid start, which I kind of like. I don't know if maybe I should have had some more traction control on to get this going, or use the overtake, but Coco gets a little sideways there. I just managed to get around him there, not rear-end him, but this first corner, I mean, if there wasn't ghosting, oh my gosh, we would all been in the wall. Anyway, so I started in P5 and now I'm down to P10. And I've heard a bunch of guys say you can't win the race on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it. So I'm trying not to lose. I'm trying to keep the car pointed forward. And seems like I'm doing okay. So still with some of the drivers. Okay, up the P9 past Austin. Get a good run through that corner there, down into the second Degner corner. And I picked the wrong side. Coco is riding right down the middle of the road, so somebody's off into the wall there. I don't know if they're on a wall right around, but I pick up 2 positions there. I went by the Wraith as well, so I am into P7. So now we're heading down into Spoon. So trying to keep this tank a little wide on the outside here, so I got to get a line on this corner, get on the throttle early so that I can stay close. I made the mistake of not using the overtake enough. Never even got close to using it all. And the way these guys are accelerating away from me is obvious that they are using it. I should have been using it as well. But try to remember that for next time. Oh, Accord V6 is off, so now I'm up into P6. I'm not sure how, or I didn't see what happened there, but anyway. So lap 1, started in P5, dropped 1 position down to P6. Not bad considering how a little bit of chaos was going on there. Into the high speed right, brake a little bit too much. Dropped a little too much speed there. Really needed to get back on the accelerator or less on the brakes. I figured out a little better as the race goes on. Through the S's here, trying to carry a lot of speed, hit those apexes, and get on this accelerator here. I might have had a run on Diener, but I decided trying to pass through here would not be a good idea. A little bit wide, not too wide though, didn't go off, which is good. So down into the hairpin here, keep it tight. Try not to spin out coming out of there. Get those wheels pointed forward so you can get on the accelerator. But look at how Honda Accord V6 gains on me. He's obviously using the overtake, and I should have been using it. Big mistake on my part, obviously. So lost it a little bit there. Gave him enough extra speed to get through, but you know, I'm not fighting him. That's what happens. These cars have a lot of power and not a lot of weight, so you got to be extra gentle on that accelerator when you're coming out to the corners. So down into the triangle here. Get back on that accelerator. Oh, somebody's having a moment there. Coco went off. It's easy. It's easy in these cars, man. So still in P6. Letting these guys in front, hopefully they get battling a little bit, and they both kind of go off. Oh no, so I just squeaked by Diener there, so I picked up 2 spots. Just keeping it steady. So I'm up into P4. Not bad. Keep hitting those apexes and the S's. There we go, get on the accelerator. Head down into Degner 1. I gotta get that timing down a little better. I can't be jumping over the corner like that all the time. Anyway, there we go. A little bit further into lap 4, and Sean is off, so I go by him. Now I'm up into P3 through the S's. You get the S's wrong, and they just kind of all lead into each other, and you can really make a mess of it. So there's Dayman, and I'm catching up to him in the S's again. And on the accelerator. And I get by him here. He kind of bumps into me here a little bit. And there, that's a good timing on that corner. That's better. So now I'm just behind Daniel. And I see Daniel go into the pits, and I'm looking at my tires. I'm like, okay, I think I can keep going. He is definitely trying to do an undercut. Well, I don't know. 7 laps, 8 laps, it's kind of around the same. I didn't think the tire wear was crazy, so I'm going to keep going. And it seems to be working out pretty well. I was feeling it. All through lap 8, I'm actually thinking I'm going to go, you know what, I'm going to go lap 9. Oh no, I'm going to go for another lap, but lose it. And luckily I was still ahead of the pit entry, so I was like, you know what, forget that. I'm going into the pits. The tires are dirty. And I got to go on mediums anyway, so anyhow, I lose a few spots there. V6, Accord V6 goes by, Diener goes by, Coco goes by, so, and I think Daniel gets by me again as well. By the time I get out, I am in P5, which is still okay. And down into the S's. Make sure I didn't take that pit lane penalty. So Dayman is up behind me again. Try to make sure I get enough speed going in here. Apex, try to hit that. A little wide on that one. There we go. Keep going here. Turning early, get on the throttle. There we go. Yeah, now I'm up to... Okay, so I'm holding P5. And whoa, way too much. Took a penalty there. And unsettled the car. And oh, I was frustrated right there. That's my own mistake. Nobody hit me or anything. So now I'm down to P7. And Chris 86 is coming up behind me, and I'm going to have a half-second penalty coming up here right away. So into the hairpin. Try not to spin out here because I know my tires are dirty. Gentle on the throttle. Man, I was doing so well. But one mistake, right? That's all it takes. These cars don't really forgive you too much. So anyway, going into the second part of Spoon. I managed to hold him off. Go through there, smooth out, but I know I'm taking that penalty here, so here we go. So 1 and 2, and I kind of don't really, yeah, so I was hoping that maybe I could hold on to that, but whatever, it is what it is. So now I'm down to P10. Lap 9 down to P10. Not really what I was hoping for, but only made one mistake so far, which is good. I decide not to try and pass into here, and that works out for me. Austin really rear ends him there. It's good driving by Chris to keep himself on, but Austin takes a big penalty for rear ending him like that. 2 seconds. Stay with them in the S's here. Through. And I'm pushing, but I'm not going to try and... I know I'm going to get Austin's spot, but I'm not going to try and force it because... Anyway, so now I'm up into P9. Coming up behind Chris, 86. And just keeping it straight. I do notice a difference with the mediums as opposed to the softs. The softs feel like you're glued. So Chris gets a bad exit out of 130R there, and I take that position. So now I'm up into P8, into the triangle. And Diener's in the pits. There's a few guys in the pits, but yeah, I'm not gonna get past any of them. So there we go. Coco's had a little issue. Oh, and he's got dirty tires. So I'll take that position. I'm up to P7. Through the S's. Just, you know, when you're racing these formula cars, consistency is the, like, you don't have to tear, well, you do if you try to tear it up, but it's really about being consistent. Trying to keep the same lap times or not make any mistakes. Sack Daddy goes off there. That's a nice green paint job. Anyway, So I'm up into P6 on lap 12. Now I just got to keep it going in the right direction. And I do. So lap 15, I can actually see Diener in the distance, but that's as close as I can get. And I managed to come home in P6, one down from where I started. I raced a couple of these races during the day, and they were horrible. So this was my winner. And I picked up another spot because Dayman never did his pit stop, which is a huge mistake. Anyway, so I really like these World Series races, the Manufacturers Cup, the Nations Cup. Anyway, they're all great. So if you like these videos, you could hit subscribe to get me to 10 subscribers. That'd be fantastic. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.